Welcome back to the Uncovering Oracle. It has been a couple of weeks, and now the energy has shifted a little bit. So I decided to record this reading. Before we start, I want to thank the people who listen to my readings and find sufficient alignment with the messages. If you have any questions or you need guidance in the form of coaching, consulting, or mentorship, send me an email. All information is noted down below. Please keep in mind this will be a general reading, and depending on the energy and guidelines, please take what resonates and leave the rest for anyone else to take. Don't make it fit your situation or let it rise to your head, please. If you like the reading and are interested in more of these, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications bell. And of course, this will help out spreading the message and growing the channel. This is quite a big reading, if I may say so. 1, 2, 3 when I was saying that. And I felt this is a chosen one special. Especially when you have the following letters as a kind of mark on the palm of your hand or hands. These are K, X, that's the healer's mark, H, A, and or M. This reading is definitely for you. And with the letter M, I also mean the general thick lines of life, art, and the main line, and also the smaller rune-like M letter somewhere on your hands. Also, if you have rune-like marks and the fish mark on the palm of your hand, this message is definitely for you. I don't even want to mention the sequence of double, triple, and quadruple number synchronizations you've been seeing lately. This is insanely off chart. Also, the subtle answers you get through situations now, confirming questionnaire you had in the past. It is all coming together, slightly but slowly. As you can see, there are 4 cards in the middle. The card on the bottom represents the south node, the base of where you start and what needs attention to go towards your north node. And let me see. This is the feminine side, so to speak. The left side represents the feminine aspects, thoughts, consciousness, and every matter related to this. And the right side, over there, represents masculine aspects, taking action, moving forward, etc., etc. I hope this reading will give you some more insight, of course. And again, this is a much bigger reading than I actually kind of expected to be. But yeah, let's go. Beforehand, I want to give you some extra information before I pulled all these cards. And I felt like the Supreme Personality of Godhead and your spirit team are prominently present in this reading. And they gave your karmic family members, some organizations, practitioners, old friends, and the relatives who went against you many chances. Recently they conjured up together and are trying to attack as one front instead of small groups. Many years they tried to sacrifice, ruin, and use you. They dabbled in and steal your energy, sent evil eye, wish bad things happen to you, talk bad about you behind your back, tried to make you insecure by doing different type of spells, shame and blame you, tried to destiny swap with you, fisting you in the astral to steal, do black magic, and so many other things. You know what I'm talking about. Enough is enough. They got warning after warning, even from some practitioners they went to. These practitioners even warned them not to do harm because of you being a chosen one. Their false ego still was so big, they kept on pushing forward to fulfill their greedy desires and went to several. They wanted what is yours, your prosperous energy and gifts. They found out by going to practitioners when you was younger, You would be the generational curse breaker and the prosperous leader. Your purity, innocence, righteousness, love, and integrity make them lose their mind, thinking, why him or her? This is a weak peasant. How is this kid going to be powerful? They did not and still do not understand your connection with the Most High. By all these actions and intentions mentioned, they are ruining their bloodline. They could not see the reactions they got in the past when things backfired, but now it will be openly. Everything will be uncovered and everyone will see and understand what was going on and why things happen to them as they go through it. They are now forced to recognize who you are and what your connection with the divine is. In the past, they thought they were chosen. They thought they got power and were connected with God. This is not true. But in this upcoming 3 months, they will be shown the truth of the matter. Within these months, someone might also lose their life. This reading will tell us more about the situation. And the first basis card I pulled was Kalaratri. As some of you might know, Mother Kali is a function, so to speak. This higher evolved soul is the embodiment of that particular function. In every universe you'll find a different Mother Kali in different ways and expressions, like we recognize her in this universe. Though not underestimated, the embodiment of her is the pure force and power from the external potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this form, Kalaratri, she appears to reveal the truths that must known to set the heart free. She offers you an opportunity to engage in profound and enduring transformation. This will lead to a powerful rebirth, free from even the most persistent patterns or pains of your past. You are in deep healing. Recovery can be painful, but that pain is temporary and you will emerge renewed and released. In time, you will greet your rising destiny from an entirely new and improved inner foundation. You are blessed to experience a new life within this lifetime. For people who have suffered ill intent for many years from others, be it suppression, evil eye, dark magic, or whatsoever in these categories or related to it, Mother Kali, in the form of Kalaratri, is supporting you. Getting these people and energies out of your way. Enough is enough, just like I said before. They had too many chances to see who you are and what you're trying to give them. After all these years, they still cannot comprehend. The malice they have in their hearts overruled them, doing all kinds of things to push you further away, not knowing your worth. The higher deities, Mother Kali included, have enough. Because you are very dear to them and they know your heart, they will fight this battle alongside with you. The only thing you have to do is heal and somewhat shadow work, if there's any left. And with this I mean the emotions you hold against these people. Work through these emotions, be it anger, be it resentment, or whatsoever. Go through it, heal it for yourself. 9-9 when I was saying that, 9-11 now. The only thing you have to do is heal, just like I said before. They will do the rest assured. Also, if you are distracted or coerced in any way to deny your intuition and authentic experience, Kalaratri breaks through the crazy making and brings you into the truth of what is actually happening. She brings relief of truth, even when it is difficult to bear. She breaks open toxic systems and reveals deceptive behaviors. In unmasking the terror of what has happened, or still is happening, we become able to disconnect from sources of abuse so we can heal the trauma. That which is not acknowledged can never heal, but is doomed to be repeated. The acknowledgement of Kalaratri is not an intellectual intellectual understanding, but the bone-deep agony of release. It is like pulling the thorn out of the lion's paw. It hurts, but it is the way that leads to healing, rather than the hurt that would come from trying to ignore the thorn and dealing with increasingly negative consequences. In Vedic scriptures, Kalaratri is known as the dark night of the final dissolution, the formal and absolute ending of something that no longer needs to be. She signifies that there's no going back. She is the spiritual solvent into which we, as we have known ourselves and experienced our agonies, can dissolve. On the spiritual path, to go through this specific process is considered a protective and enveloping experience. You can only go through this because of your purpose, your pure intentions, and the way you are and move. The demigods, archangels, your ancestors, and Mother Father God know your heart. Allow the sacred feminine to work its restorative magic. Energies are processed and cleared away so we can be reborn. This oracle brings a message of total change, a need to let go of what has been so that the new form can be established. You will not know what the new form is going to look like, just as you do not know what you will dream of before you go to sleep, nor in what state you will awaken the following morning. As you enter into the spiritual sleep, you cannot know all that will happen. Yet, this is Mother Kali, so we can trust. Sleep only comes when we let go, so too, this deep and restorative spiritual surrender can only happen when we are willing to let go of our attachment to what has been. A reminder, this form of Mother Kali wards off dark entities, ghosts, or spirits and negative energies as they flee upon her arrival. Her many gifts, including increased fearlessness and freedom, guide you to trust in her protection and her promise that under her guiding hand you shall become all you desire to be. The second basis card, Sesha Naga, King of the Serpents. This is a very different way of approach in energy. I hope I can explain it a little bit. This is something literally above the understanding for people for whom this message is not meant for. It is very unique that this card came out and is in the basis of this reading, almost extraordinary if I may say so. Despite being the leader of all the hooded serpents, Sesha Naga can take infinite forms in his expansions when entering the material world. This is a force literally out of the whole creation, floating on a cosmic ocean. This eternal being carries all the universes on each of his heads. In comparison, a universe is as small as a mustard seed being carried. It says a lot when this primordial being comes in a reading like this. It means something serious is going on and he knows you very well. This rare type of association and intervention is not of the material world. Though Sesha Naga is infinite cosmic balance, representing order and stability, he blesses you with patience and fortitude and gives you the ability to serve with humility and adjust to various circumstances. His physical and mental strength is unmatched in the whole creation. Being in front of you, Sesha Naga blesses you with physical and mental strength. He is aware of who you are and what your relationship is with Mother and Father God, and gives utmost attention, protection, and guidance throughout the universes for and towards the chosen ones, serving as a divine support for you. 1414 when I'm saying that. Sesha Naga is actually a huge portional expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you have any questions about this expansion, you can ask them by sending me an email or something like that, then I can explain what this expansion actually is and what kind of function this expansion has. 1441 when I'm saying that. These two cards, the basis cards, tells us that there is a sufficient protection and help from divine hand. Your path is being cleared so you can move into your purpose. While all things are being removed, what stands in the way, you are being urged to release all the emotional and thinking patterns which was attached to persons, so these persons actually attacked you, and situations, what is holding you back. These emotions and thinking patterns is what you need to release to come into your purpose. Find a way for yourself to do this. Transmute it into something beneficial, be it meditation, painting, singing, making music, or whatever you feel to express and exile, and or transmute the things what is holding you back. The space is being created for you to do this. And this brings us to our South Node card. Singing stones. Transmit your vibration, use your voice. I hope you can see the card and description. 1551. Oh, sorry. Yeah. This is the card, yes. The Singing Stones card invites you to share your voice now, to find ways to express your soul creativity with those around you. Your voice holds a unique sound current, and when you share it your own way, the world is forever changed. Be your authentic self. Don't try to sound like someone else. That would be a great waste. Find your own unique song and share that with the world around you. How are you being called to share your voice and express yourself with the world and those around you? Your authentic individuality is of utmost importance while you express yourself. This is the unique signature which gives definition of who you are. And again, if you decide doing it with painting, music, sports, or any kind of expression it needs and fits you, make sure it is in the most authentic way for yourself. You need to own this. It is something completely yours. The way you feel, the way you express it, the way you express yourself, that's something familiar and close to yourself. It is not distant nor specifically designed for someone else. Do it yourself in your own way. 1717 I was saying that. That will bring us to the feminine side of this reading. Finds Priestess of Portals. This card is the equivalent of the Queen of Cups in Tarot. It is complementary to the South Node and urges you to listen carefully to your intuition and the subtle yet potent messages of dreams, visions, and meditations. It is time to lead with your heart rather than your head. This card is a reminder of how intuitive you are. Even if you are uncertain of this deeper awareness, it is time to trust your inner sense of knowledge, guided by experience and insights. You are in a deep flow, synchronized with your surroundings, able to listen with your heart. Find heartfelt expressions as mentioned earlier. Moving your body shifts emotions, giving way to intuitive feelings, etc., etc. Invite whatever wants to be released to find expression through your body. In this state you can access soul realms of feeling, including glimpses into other dimensions. A wider array of experiences become available, including what could be described as psychedelic. We are far more intelligent than the constructs of our third-dimensional human brain. When we can create, love, and communicate within the heart, this information is universal and its potency is beyond what we would otherwise experience. We may only be able to share this magic poetically, but its transmission reminds and activates those who resonate with its essence. 1990 when I was saying that. Persons who try to block you and do harm will get the short end of the stick. They are being cut out of your energy, and their intuition and insights will slightly but slowly put to rest. In the past they tried many things like visiting you in the dream state at any given time, or getting people against you, making you not to be seen, and so forth. You could probably had a couple of lucid dreams where you met and defeated these people. Now they are fully aware of what you did and are getting scarier by the time. They did not expect the power you behold. 2002 when I saw at the timer. They thought you were a mere sheep. Instead, you became their worst nightmare. Something they've never seen or experienced before. That brings us to Energy Rising, our next card. Vitality, confidence, power, decisiveness. As you can see, this card depicts a sun, but in a astral kind of way. And the sun is a symbol of life force, power, and vitality. And this card indicates positive, confident, and decisive energy. It invites these qualities to rise within you and bring a message of clarity, decisiveness, and forward movement. Is there a decision you're looking to make? How are you being called to step forward with confidence? Have you been considering whether to move forward or go ahead with a plan? It could be taking a trip, starting a business, or going out on a date, giving a new relationship a go, changing jobs, trying something new, or putting yourself out there in some other way, if you aren't already, or if you haven't already. Whatever direction you're being called in, this is the card of decision and stepping forward with confidence. It is time, and you're ready. Give it a go. Your spirit team will make sure your uniqueness will stand out. The right people who are in need of what you offer will come to you. They'll be attracted to what you have. You need to lead them authentically to form proper societal norms and values. Teach humanity what it is to be human. Learn them what really matters and how to find balance in material and spiritual life. Show humanity how to live properly and be an example of loving light and wisdom, and interact with compassion, kindness, and strength. Only the chosen ones can take up this task. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Be who you were to become. Live like the notes which are dancing in the song of life. You try to see people as equal, and you do so successfully. When there is an equivalent there, it is created by other people around you, them creating animosity against you, though naturally you don't have any enemies. The power you showed them unconsciously made them mad. They now openly will try to harm you. They will, for example, not hide their energy anymore if they try to dabble in your energy. The clapback for them will be harder, and the power and authority you were given by Mother, Father, God is not something they can handle. They will find out very soon who you are. They didn't believe it in the past? Now they will. 23. We'll make a jump to the masculine side. Transformation through illumination, the magician. This card is equivalent of the magician in tarot and is a major arcana card. The magician is the person who has every element within his reach and is ready to create. It is due to resourcefulness, power, and inspired action a creation will be coming into fruition. The magician represents alchemy. Consider how your array of unique qualities can combine and synergize to create new or different offerings in the world. Get it in motion. You have everything aligned to manifest your dreams right now. You are an alchemist and a magical being that can create change and transformation in the world around you. Transmute your emotions also. You can do this in a proper way. I know for the people who are listening that you know how to do this. Keep going on. Keep going. You're being called to bring forth your skills and turn your ideas into reality. However, you are asked to be clear about the reasons for why and what you are bringing into being. Ensure you are in your integrity and choosing expansive love over a contractive fear. Also have clarity about what you are doing and stay committed to what you have set in motion. Make sure it is authentic, truthful, and something what you have to offer from the depth of yourself. It must be something what is close to your heart. 2525. Something you can do effortlessly. Align with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and co-create. What is meant for you to establish will be a legacy for the future generations, my friend. Manifest what humanity needs. The people who tried to stop you got many chances to collaborate with you and to create a positive outcome. Due to their jealousy and envy, they will not be able to create any positive outcomes for themselves or their family anymore. Their good karma credits with their respective space they have accumulated from their past lives are ruined. There will be no tolerance or peace for the future for them, not even for their future generations and lifetimes. They misuse their potential as a result being called out and getting what they called for. Karma is a thing, it's a very broad subject matter, and it doesn't pass anyone. Not me, not you, nobody in the material world. Please keep that in mind, people. Even if you are cross-watching or whatsoever, karma comes for everybody. Literally everybody. Don't think that it will spare you in some way or another. You have different types of karma, akarma, vikarma. You know, sometime I'll go into that also. But for now, this is sufficient. This brings us to Weather the Storms, our next card. Let it change you. Embrace the unexpected. The harshest weather shapes who we are over time. It actually brings us back to who we are in essence when you've done the work. Nothing is ever wasted, and the greatest challenges end up being the very things that make us. This card puts challenges into perspective. It reminds us that through challenge comes growth, and through hardship comes resilience. Whatever you've gone through, you've got through the worst. However hard things are right now, the weather will improve. No matter how rough the seas and bitter the winds, soon the sun will reappear. You are stronger than you think you are, and becoming more brilliant through the extremes of our lives. Out of this, what you're manifesting, good will come. So have faith. Root in and let the changing seasons craft you into even more of who you really are. Now is the time to preach what you've practiced, so to speak. But at the same time, be humble and do not forget where you came from and what you've been through. Being less conditioned in the false ego gives the opportunity to experience your ego, the part and parcel which is in a healthy way aware of the individual. The false ego gives the sense of attachment to the material world and lower vibrational energies. And the opposite, the ego gives the sense of awareness of the individual soul and the connection with all there is. The false ego is bounded by a false sense of belonging and is separate from all, while the ego is aware of being separate and as individual conscious soul, but understands and feels the connection with all. That gives us our individuality. Let that individual embrace the unexpected and bring you back to your essence. Bring you back into remembrance of who you actually are, chosen one. Remember, you are a direct associate of Mother, Father, God, or an associate of an expansion of them. People who went against you will now have to weather the storm. The roles have changed. They put you through so much they didn't care or realize someday all what they have done will come back hundredfold. They are not able to navigate through this storm. Rest assured. This brings us to our next card on the on the feminine side. Geometric coherence, 3 of Pearls. Um, this card is like the 3 of Cups in Tarot and talks about collaboration. And you're going through this portal. This is something what is for sure. 30:33. I was looking at the timer when I was saying that. It encourages you to gather with the right people, trusting the dynamics, and see what collaborative projects might emerge from this. Like-minded people will come into your life in the near future, and they will recognize your talents and purpose if they aren't already. They will nourish you, support you, and vouch for you. In any way possible, they will try to lift you up and collaborate with you. They see what you want and need, and at the same time, you do the same for them. Despite life's undulations and changes, these are people who will stand by you with unconditional love. Cultivate time with these people. Consider organizing a gathering with the shared intention. In these curious times, having a circle of dear ones who can share joys and challenges with each other is essential, because these are the people that see you and want the best for you. This card may also signify a shared project and the opportunity to explore working together, if you aren't already, with one or a couple of people you connected with. This is like a kind of synergistic group, so to speak. With your forces combined, different skills and passions can come together like a jigsaw puzzle. Having a shared intention or goal can foster incredible cohesiveness. It supports you to move forward together and more powerfully than as a single entity. You might help each other in some way or another to offer that they do not even know about until they come together with others. Sorry. You might help each other to ground big visions or create containers for healing and growth. Sometimes people have things to offer that they do not even know about until they come together with others. The people we surround ourselves with help create our reality. See where you can find opportunities for harmonious co-creation. 33:3 when I saw it back on the timer. Wow, many synchronicities in this reading. And that will bring us to this card on the masculine side. Origins of light, strength. Connect to the inner strength of your spirit and face challenges with courage. 33:33. It seems the projects you're working on or willing to work on are getting momentum. This also applies to the overall situation you're facing right now. You're strong enough to handle whatever you're facing and will come out of it even more powerful than you was before. Surrender to the divine and experience the strength you was given as per your birthright. Try accessing more of your life force energy. This will help you maintain the strength and confidence required to overcome these challenges. Cleanse yourself regularly. Take a spiritual bath. Meditate or something what keeps you or your spiritual hygiene proper and gives you the power to move forward. When you connect with your spirit to overcome any obstacle, the stamina and persistence you need are sourced from your commitment to something profound and divine. It calls you to lead without excessive outward force. Inspire the power inside yourself. Encourage it to persevere. Be calm and stay patient in this period. This cycle is almost over. Walk through the metaphorical fire with power and deep inner confidence, even if it seems scary. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. Whatever you've been through made you a stronger person than you were yesterday. Keep that in mind. Keep going. You're on the right path. You're on the right track. These people who did these nasty things, so to speak, they'll get their judgment. They'll get their karma, you know. And the reciprocation of the material nature of the material nature is like that. 35 when I was saying that. The material nature reacts like that. Whatever you put in, you get it as a output tenfold. So these people, they will get what they deserve. You don't have to worry about that. You won't have to even wish these things upon these people. You have the power and strength to move forward. You have the power, and you had the power and the strength when you were going through all these trials and tribulations. And now you're standing firm, and you're getting much stronger and stronger. Do not forget that. Reflect on yourself and look back at why you have why you've put to all these situations and emotions, and how it developed you to the point where you're standing right now. 36. Look at it from a positive lens. Look at it from a positive perspective. It is something that it was needed on your path. It was something what made you grow. It is something what made you learn certain things in life and of people. These are certain things prosperous for your future. Now you know which things you can look for in other people and in situations. Now you know how you can move. Now you know how you can participate. Now you know how you can create. So this was not something what was careless or what was in vain for you, So keep on going. You're on the right track, just like I said before, and keep in mind you're protected. Even man, I cannot even find words for this. Darn. Even the personal expressions of the Lord, I'm getting goosebumps, are entwined in this whole situation. If you can even imagine what these entities actually are out of the material creation, and if you've been following my readings from the start, you know what I'm talking about. I've given some explanations about the material world and about the spiritual world. Many readers, many people, they tend to know and to say and to speak about the material realm and about the spiritual realm, but there's a huge difference. The material world is far from the spiritual world as people tend to experience or try to see or try to understand. What we are going through in this material world, and the frequencies we are experiencing are these are almost not to compare with the real spiritual frequencies coming from the spiritual world. But if you want some explanation about that, please send me a message or go. I do not remember which reading it was. I went in a certain extent on that subject matter about the spiritual world and the difference about the spiritual world and the material world, and how these two are working, so to speak. Man. So, just like I said before, you're protected, so there's nothing you have to worry about, and you're making bold steps. In the meanwhile, take enough rest when it's needed for yourself. And when you feel like doing something, do it. But do it authentically, just like I said before, and do it with the whole of your heart. Know what you're doing and feel what you're doing. This will bring you forward in all the things you want to experience, all the things you want to go through, and you're almost at that portal. The last reading I did about the Buddha portal, 4040, when I was saying that, 4044 now, you're almost at that point of going through that portal. This reading, which I'm recording right now, is is complementary to that reading. It goes much more in depth about that one, and it tells us what the situation is, and what you are now going through and how you can handle it right now. What's going on with the people who try to flunk with your energy, so to speak. I'm not sure if I'm going to curse right now, but I hope you catch what I'm cooking. So while you go towards this situation, and you're standing on the brink of the Buddha portal, so to speak, live the question, curiosity, open your mind, live into it. This card indicates to fully engage with the uncertainties in life. Don't get scared. Please don't get scared, because life is full of uncertainties. Even the day of tomorrow is not guaranteed, and the day after that also isn't guaranteed. So be mindful of that. So engage with the uncertainties of life rather than simply seeking quick or easy answers. It invites us to be open to experience, to explore and reflect, and acknowledge that the journey itself can be just as valuable as any destination. In essence, it encourages a state of curiosity, wonder and humility as we navigate the complexities of being human. When we live the question, we stop waiting for the answer and instead choose to live into it. We take baby steps and let life reveal itself to us through the living. I think you heard the bark. That was a confirmation from the dog. We merge with the sacred rather than separating ourselves from it. We enter a world of awe instead of expecting certainty every moment of every day. This next phase is one of creating. These creations are meant for the future generations to give them guidance, spiritual, monetary and technical knowledge and heritage. It is all entwined and are complementary to each other. One does not go without the other. We need all of these factors to refine the once lost methods, techniques and teachings. So now you're also getting kind of a upgrade, so to speak. Be it in your sleeping state, be it in meditation, or probably while you're walking to the park or through the woods or something, you get an upgrade. And within this upgrade, your purpose is getting more empowered, and it is going and getting more and more refined, and the things you like to do are getting more amplified, so you can really in-depth engage mindfully in what you tend to do and what your purpose is, and to give back to the world, and also you are the generational curse breaker. in your family, in your lineage. So, chosen one, this is your time. Your time is here. You are the answer of the call from your ancestors. Now you just cut off what is not for the highest good of yourself, the lineage, and eventually humanity. See what Mother, Father God has prepared for you. Come to meet yourself and your purpose before you leave this material plane and go back to the spiritual world. Go back to Godhead. Well, people, I think I'm going to end the reading now. I really hope you'll find some or more things which you can use from this message, or what resonates with you or your current circumstances. Don't make it fit your situation or let it rise to your head. And just like I always say, whatever you do, stay mindful, stay focused, stay fresh. Until the next one, bye bye.